Hey guys, it's Summing Rush. I have been having a horrible time getting back into the game playing on EU. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out my brand new 121B. I got this thing from the Tier 10 Clan Wars campaign with my clan, Maho. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully pubs are better on NA than on EU. Alright, so this is my first game I've played on NA in a very long time. I'm probably going to miss a lot of shots. My ping on the server is normally in the realm of 30, and I'm used to like 160 on EU. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But the biggest challenge that I see when coming into this game is the two bad shots on the enemy team. So Serene Coast is stereotypically a very difficult map for mediums to play because what happens is mediums love to sit, or mediums and TDs have a very hard time playing aggressively on the one line. Like, you can win the one line, but it's hard to push down it. Unless you have teammates, of course, and support. I'm going to go to the one line, and the goal is going to be to try to win the one line, but I'm going to have to be really careful about the bad shots. So that's one of those things, like, regardless of the tank that you're in, whenever you're on a map like Serene Coast, you really need to take a look at the enemy team's medium tanks, because mediums go up to D1, C1, and if they have, like, a ton of medium tank power that your team is not going to be able to fight against, you don't want to be playing C1, because it's one of those positions that's very difficult to run away from without dying. So I'm hoping that the bad shots are going to have a hard time beating me. Now, this vehicle, I know nothing about it. It's got 390 alpha, 261 pen, which is solid. The bad shots will be loaded by now, so if they're up here, I'm risking getting clipped out. I see one bad shot. Where's the second bad shot is the question, right? Because if there's two bad shots here, that's a lot harder to deal with. Now, I can poke on these guys just like this, and I'm able to do this because I don't really... No one's in a position to shoot at me, right? This ridge is keeping me safe from the T10, the Centurion, and the bad shot, so I'm able to sort of poke and take shots. By now, TDs will be in position, so generally once you're 1 mid into the game, there's the second bad shot. I'm not going to deal with him. Other people are going to be able to deal with him. It's really important, like... Artie's dead, you know, people are already going back. I'm not going to take a tier 10 tank out of this one-line fight because it's going to be a waste of a tier 10 tank. So there we go. So my goal here is to win the one line. I think we're going to lose the zero line because what's happened, because this bat shot is in our base, is a lot of tanks are going to... Let me see if I can snag this shot. A lot of these vehicles here are going to go back, which is going to cause us to lose the zero line because we're going to have less tanks fighting for the zero line. So winning this side is absolutely important because in the future, if they're smart, they're going to win the zero line. Now, what I'm going to do here... This guy's going to die, right? Like, I have no fear for this T10. He's going to die, absolutely. I'm going to go back to base, and I'm going to work on trying to help out this AT-15 and stuff. Then what I can do is I can push down the zero line, or at least that would be the plan. Unless I don't need to. Okay. I don't think I need to. I think what's... Well, that's 2,400 damage so far. I think we're going to do fine on the zero line because they haven't shown that they're a threat there. All of their heavies are back here, it seems. And, like... That's solid, you know? At this point in time, it's like, we don't need to go back, because I assumed all of their heavy tanks would be on the zero line, which is very common, you know, because heavy tanks go to the zero line. That's just the heavy tank flank on this map. But obviously that hasn't happened here. So the next challenge is figuring out how to get as much damage as possible from these guys in front of me, so I can get more credits and XP or whatever. So... what I think is going to happen is all these heavies are going to be distracted because we've got the T-26. This guy's going to drive. No, he's not. We've got all those tanks in front of me. Now, this guy's obviously not distracted, but there is going to be an opportunity to flank a lot of people in a couple seconds here once this guy dies. Because, you know, our T-2065 is being a distraction and so on. Now, this Jagdtiger isn't even looking. I want to kill this T-10. He's dead. Next is going to be this T-10. And then after that, we're going to start dealing with the Jagdtiger. Or that's a 110, not a T-10. So... I shoot, I back up. I don't want that Jagdtiger to get a shot to me. I am full HP, but if I was having to carry, that would be, you know, something to be concerned about. There is an unspotted ISU 152 that I can see by looking at the enemy team lineup. So I'm going to be careful about that because he could be right here. You know, he could be really anywhere. So I'd rather take a hit from this Jagdtiger. He's going to die soon, so I have no problem doing this. And then we're going to have to figure out how to deal with the ISU and whoever else is in their base right here. That low rolled. I had a lot of high rolls earlier on. So there's the ISU. I don't really care if I take the hit, to be honest. I'd rather not. He just fired. Someone else took the hit there. I'm going to put the shot into him, and we're going to continue to push up. So At this point in time, a lot of people get apprehensive because they don't want to get shot and lose their HP. But right here, I'm going to be able to use my HP to actually give me way more damage because I can spend it, right? You can kind of use it as a bit of an investment. It's okay for me to take hits here because that will give me more damage. So I'm just going to drive into this guy. We're going to put a shot into him. And I want to sort of drive past him because I want to get closer to the enemies. That will allow me to get more damage. It's probable that the 2A is looking for shots in me because I was looking away from him. Here I have no problem taking the hit. The Batchat might put a shot into him. Okay, I get a shot into him. And then the next question is, where is the guard and where is the IS-4? Because obviously I still want to continue to get more and more damage to increase, you know, whatever stats I care about. So we can do that. Probably heat here, eh? That's going to go in because he angled his upper front plate down, but I want to have heat just for my next couple of shots. There's the guard, so I'm not going to drive into this IS-4 because I want to be able to shoot at the guard once the IS-4 dies. So I'm in a really good position right here. I'm really close to a lot of enemies. Can put a shot into that guy, get 8k damage. What a fucking game! Holy shit! Put another shot, that's 8,700. I should be able to get one more into this guard. You can see I am one... Oh, 8,000. Oh, 9,000. What the fuck? Holy shit. Dude, there's no way that just happened. What? How long was that game? 5 minutes and 20 seconds? Jesus Christ, I can't believe that. Oh, holy shit. No fucking way. How is that a mastery badge first class? No. What does it take to get a mastery badge in this tank? Oh my god. Okay, so that was 9,236 damage, 2 kills, 1258 base XP, so understandable that that was only a mastery first considering the base XP, but oh my god, Jesus Christ. Fired 25 shots, 24 of them penned, 25 of them hit, so I bounced 1. I ended up making 58,000 credits. There's no way, man. I am not going to be playing another game after that one. I cannot top that result. Jesus.